What's up, everybody? Welcome back to River Ave Radio. Grand old day to be a Yankees fan. I'm Kyle, as always.
I'm Ryan. I just realized I got this Reds hat in the back. I got my two roommates from college. They're in from Ohio this week, so I got some Reds fans in the house. I actually got one walking by right here.
I gotta talk to him about Sal Stewart.
Yeah, you do.
After we record, I will talk. I'll give him a shout. Anyway, before we get started, just remember, please like, comment, subscribe if you're on YouTube or any other platform. Go check us out on Twitter. Any of our other social media, we're linked in the description. If you're listening to this on any podcast thing, go watch on YouTube if you want to see video. Also, I want to apologize beforehand. Spring allergies have begun for me. I will probably be sneezing, and that's also why my eyes look like shit. I'm not high. I just have been sneezing all morning. I do want to get high to enjoy this Yankees victory over the last couple days. It's been so good to be a Yankees fan. The only way it could be better if I was smoking a J while doing it. Just kidding. River Ave Radio doesn't endorse drug use. Ryan, you have anything to say on the matter?
No comment legally. I before we get started, just want to say if anyone is a football, specifically a Ravens fan, my roommate Alex runs a great podcast, The Purple Breakdown. He's actually recording an episode inside. This is like the podcast house this morning. So if you're into that, give a listen. He's great, great analysis. One of the smartest guys I've ever met. So
John Harbaugh.
John Harbaugh. And with that, Kyle, you are absolutely right. It is a great day to be a Yankees fan. It has been a great week to be a Yankees fan. We are 5-1. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and say we're 6-0 because if they had thrown a real reliever in that game and not Paul Blackburn, we absolutely would be 6-0. And you know we'll be getting to my frustration with that in a little bit. But yeah, we are off to a great start. I mean, the offense has been good. We're still waiting on a few pieces to get going, but the rotation, in a literal sense, has been historically great for the first week of the season. And as we worried about the pitching all off season, that's good to start with.
Yeah. I mean, go look at the run differential for all these teams. It's hilarious to look
Yeah,
at. The Yankees have allowed 6 runs, I think, in 6 games. Am I wrong?
I thought it
And
was less than that.
I'm pulling it up here, but either way, it's been hilarious. No, yeah, I'm right. Six
Oh,
runs,
six.
6 games. They're the only team in the AL East with a positive run differential. The Blue Jays and the Orioles are at -1. The Rays are at -8, and Boston Red Sox, baby, minus
Dude,
15. They're
they
1-5.
suck as of
They
now.
suck,
They're so bad.
and it's so fun watching all their fans on
Also,
Twitter.
Jacob,
Anyway, it's a small
if you're
sample.
listening to this, you were upset that we said the Boston Red Sox were bad against lefties last week. Maybe they should have been good against lefties.
Maybe they wouldn't be 1-5 if they weren't so bad against lefties.
So,
They should have considered
if
this
you're
in the
listening to this
offseason.
on your way to my house right now, there's my answer.
Obviously, these are small samples. I don't expect the Yankees to have the only positive run differential in the division for long, but it's good to see their expected win-loss. Just saying, expected win-loss 6-0. So we're really, in reality,
The
6-0.
game is played
The
on
one
paper
game that
here
we
at
lost
River
with the
Ave Radio.
Mariners was kind of fake. We'll get into the Mariners in a little bit. We should go over the Giants first, really quickly.
Yes, let's talk about the Giants. So I think, firstly, Logan Webb dropped 7 on his big ass forehead. How are we
Yeah.
feeling, especially with the narratives that the Yankees can't really get to good pitching, especially we said we weren't going to talk about the Mariners yet, but Kirby and Gilbert and Webb.
I mean, I don't think that was ever actually true. Like people
I
like
know.
to say that, but we really can't hit shit pitchers more than we hit good
Yeah.
pitchers. The Logan Webb start was like a lot. I'll admit, like there was a little bit of fake in there.
Hmm.
Like a lot of balls like kind of just squibbed through the infield, but we're good. I mean, that's what happens when your team like it's not like we're guards balling it. Like these are hard hit balls that happen to find the outfield grass. And even like Robbie Ray is like a decent pitcher by all means. Like he owned the Mets
Yeah.
yesterday, more or less. And I don't know, like the Yankees just seem to be effective against everybody. Like Luis Castillo in the Mariners series was really the only guy so far who shut us down. And it took probably like his best performance of the last 3 years to do it. I don't know what was up with him, But other than that,
Doesn't he own us?
Yankees offense looks
I
good.
feel like we kind of always get shut down by him.
Yeah, but like this is literally like all of the movement on his
Yeah,
pitches was up.
yeah.
It was ridiculous. Like he's going back in time somehow to own the Yankees, and he's still we still had a bunch of opportunities. We couldn't convert there.
Right.
So I don't know. The offense like definitely isn't fully clicking yet. Like Judge hasn't been great despite hitting 2 home runs. Like other than his 2 homers, he's kind of done nothing. Jazz is doing his like I'm awful in April gimmick. Who else? Austin Wells has like had his moments, but he's not been great.
Yeah.
Not that maybe he'll ever be great, but you know.
Caballero
I expect
also
more from
hasn't
him.
been great. Like he's had a couple moments, but the at bats have looked a little rough.
I mean, yeah, but he's just not
Yeah.
objectively like not a very good hitter.
Yeah, but still,
I
like
don't think he ever will
you're
be.
like last year he was hitting really well for us, and you to your point, the offense just isn't fully clicking yet, and it's still.
Even Belly has been like good, but not great
Yeah.
by any means.
It feels like he's been getting a lot of singles. I don't know. I don't actually have the numbers to back that up.
He's run the bases well.
Yeah.
He's had some very good.
They
base
have been
running stuff.
really aggressive on the bases in the first week of the season. I've noticed.
Yeah,
that.
we'll get back. Let's go back to that 'cause that's a whole other thing
Yeah.
to discuss. But yeah, so offense looks good. Pitching looks incredible though. Like starting has been awesome. Max Fried's looking elite to start the year. Stuff models like never really liked Max Fried's stuff relative to like some of the other elite pitchers in the game. But he just throws so many different pitches and all of them are good enough and he locates them well. He gets a ton of weak contact. He's getting a decent amount of strikeouts too. He literally has the lowest ERA in baseball over the last like 4, 3, 2, 1, 5 years. Like whatever sample you have in the last 5 years, he has the lowest ERA in baseball. And at the end of the day, if you prevent runs, you're a good pitcher.
Yeah.
So he's been great. Obviously, Cam Schlittler has been kind of the standout. Even though Max Fried maybe has been better, like Cam Schlittler's the standout in terms of expectation. If you want to talk a little bit about him.
I just want to say one more thing about Max Fried. He is really taking advantage of his arsenal to start out the year. His only pitch above 25% usage is his four-seamer, and that's at 26. So, I mean, like, just looking at 26 so far, so he's using his four-seamer 26% of the time, his sinker 21% of the time, his cutter 20% of the time, his curve 13, his changeup 11, and, the rest are kind of just here and there. But this is someone who's always taken advantage of a very, very deep pitch arsenal, but it's never been like this. Like last year, he didn't have any pitch over 20% usage except for his cutter, which was 29 in 2024. He had 2 pitches over 20%, but he's really kind of evening it out across all 6 or so of his pitches so far this year, which has been really great to see. But Schlittler, Max Fried has been great, but I think at this point, like you're expecting greatness from someone like Max Fried, especially with the amount of money we're paying him. But I mean, Cam Schlittler is throwing the same pitches, but looks like a brand new man out there on the bump so far, and it's by far the most exciting thing about this Yankee season to me. I think it's a little too early to read into stuff models, but the command is considerably better starting out. Like noticeably, he went from a 98 location plus in 2025 to a 115 in 2026. And now, mind you, like he was doing a lot better with his command in the later half of the season. His walk rate was really skewed by when he first came up, and he was throwing really hard. The stuff models loved him, but he just wasn't throwing it in the zone at all. And this is just unbelievable. I mean, he's dotting, and he looks like for the first time in his major league career that he has a real command over his entire arsenal, which is really great to see. And I know there was a lot of talk about like an off-speed pitch and things like that. And, like I think the biggest thing is that he needed something to throw in or out to lefties. And his cutter has looked a lot different starting out this year. He has so far about 8 fewer inches of induced vertical break on his cutter. It went from 12.4 inches of IVB in 2025 to 4.9 in 2026. That's a brand, and also 2 inches less of, or I'm sorry, 2 more inches of horizontal break. So 5.1 in 2025 and 7.3 in 2026. That's a brand new pitch. Like that is entirely different, and that is something that entirely, like, yeah, Cam Schlittler only throws fastballs, whatever. he throws 3 different types of pitches, one of which now looks a lot different and is already getting the results that it should be with a pitch like that when you're throwing it that hard and at that shape. So, yeah, it's looking good for me so far from Schlittler. I don't know if you have anything to add on that.
Yeah, I mean, the problem with his cutter last year, like induced vertical break basically means that if it's higher, when it comes at the pitcher, it looks flatter. And generally for like four-seam fastballs, that's a good thing. You want a high IVB because it's just deceptive. It makes it harder to hit. But his fastball already has a lot of induced vertical break, so him throwing the cutter and throwing his fastball like didn't really make much sense. Like the cutter was not that substantially different than his fastball last year besides velo. But this year he's throwing it a lot harder, which is pretty important. And the lower induced vertical break with the increased horizontal break actually makes it substantially different from his four seam, which makes it way better when he's mixing it in, especially with his sinker, which he's throwing a lot more this year as well. So instead of having last year, obviously the 3 fastballs were still there, but that it's called like the fastball triangle when you have 3 of them. Like the fastball triangle, the triangle was small, like they were all kind of in the same area. But now they're very vastly different. And I don't know if you saw the comp for this cutter, but its movement profile is very similar to another famous cutter over the last few years. Do you know who that would be?
Corbin Burns?
Yes,
Bang!
correct. Corbin, so his cutter is nearly identical to Corbin Burns during his Cy Young year, which was the only year of Corbin Burns' career that he actually threw the cutter with this much velocity and this type of movement, and then he lost it as he got older. So, if you're throwing the pitch from the guy that had like I think his FIP was like 1.5
Yeah.
that year or something stupid. This was 2023, I believe. Like that's a good sign. You want to be doing that. And one more thing to note before we move on. In the Mariners start, his velocity was down a couple ticks from the Giants start, but it really didn't seem like he was any less effective. I don't think this is like an injury. I think it was that he's trying not to just burn himself out. I think maybe he had some adrenaline first start of the year. I do believe he can pump it up to like 100. Like if it's in the playoffs again, I think he's gonna be ripping 100. But you know, right now I'm happy with where we're at.
I want to talk for just a minute because I don't want to take up too much time on bullshit, but he's got that dog in him, dude. He's got that dog in him like I haven't seen from anyone in this team for years. Like he's just got it. And like I don't know. I don't know how to describe it, man. I'm really excited every time. And like, dude, if Cam Schlittler was on another team and tweeting and talking the way he is, I would hate him, dude. I totally understand. But that's the thing. He wants to be hated. Like everybody's like, "Oh my god, this guy's so corny," whatever. Like he feeds on that, and I think that's cool. And he's on my team, so I don't have to hate him. I don't know if you have any thoughts on that.
No, yeah, I totally agree. His Twitter's awesome, but like if like I don't know, Kevin Gauss, no,
Yeah.
if Trey
Oh
Savage
my
was tweeting
God.
like this, like after the World Series, I would want to like just throttle
Yeah.
him. But it's funny when he's your guy,
Mhm.
so that's fine.
And he's good.
Ben Rice is another standout from opening couple series. Obviously, Ben Rice found FC founding members here. Ryan somehow even more so than myself. He looks great. Like he looks like as advertised. His defense especially has
Yeah.
been really
The
impressive.
scoops have looked
Like
really
at
good.
first base, I feel like he's been making really incredible plays, honestly.
Mhm.
Like the Yankees have had like a really up and down history with defensive first basemen over the last half decade. Like we had like Luke Voigt shutting it up over there every day, like making me want to kill myself every time the ball was thrown to him. He had Rizzo, who was obviously a great defender until his brains got scrambled. And it looks like Ben Rice could turn into one of the better defenders that we've had, especially considering last year, like, it wasn't great. Like, I did not feel comfortable with Ben Rice at first base, and then it just seems like he's taken a pretty massive leap defensively. I don't know what the StatCast numbers say for Ben Rice's defense, but that's not as important to me. It says
I have it open right now just in
his
case.
range
Yeah.
is his range is fine.
His range.
It looks like he's perfectly average.
Yeah. He's in the 79th percentile, 1 out above
Oh,
average.
I was looking
right
at
now.
2025.
Yeah.
He's actually
No, so was I for a second.
he's above
No,
average
yeah,
now.
he's looking good this year.
Yeah, so I love that.
Yeah.
And if you go look at his Savant page for the batting, you will coom.
I will say, interesting. His bat speed is down, like 2 miles per hour. But all of the hard hit data looks the exact same, so I'm not going to worry about that until I have to.
Just to note about bat speed, like bat speed in a small
Yeah,
sample is kind of fickle because it's calculated by like excluding the lowest
I
10%
always
of
forget about this.
swings. Cause like sometimes you do a half swing and you swing at like 20 miles per hour, but in a small sample there might be more of those like half swings that impact your overall bat speed. Cause like maybe since there's not that many swings in general, like the lowest 10% kind of count in there. So I wouldn't be too worried about the bat speed. Like everything else looks good. He's so fat on the bases. I don't understand. Like I don't know what's up with that. Like he's running like worst base running in the league right now, which is a little concerning.
Yeah.
But if you're hitting nukes, I think it's fine. And I like his sprint speed is well above average, so I hope that'll improve as the course of the year goes on.
Dude, I'm looking at
But
this
I think we
Savant.
could
Sorry, I'm looking at this Savant. That double he hit in San Francisco would have been like 18 rows
800
back
feet.
at Yankee
Yeah.
Stadium. That's
It's
hilarious.
literally like the difference between the wall and the warning track. It's like maybe 5 warning
Dude,
tracks deep
I might
at
actually like
Yankee
make
Stadium.
this the thumbnail for the podcast tweet. This is hilarious. Okay.
I think the Ben Rice base running can actually we can mention the Yankee base running as a whole. Like the Yankees
Yeah.
have been moving on the base paths. Even
Dude,
Giancarlo Stanton
Giancarlo
has been
Stanton
moving.
stole a base, dude, in 2026.
He stole a base and he tried to stretch a double and failed, but I respect the effort.
He's so slow, dude. Like I know. It's a wasted talking point at this point, but it is just hilarious. Like it's so funny.
First
watching-
percentile. I want to see the sprint speed leaderboard.
Did you see
I want to see like how
Did
far.
you see Shohei is at like the bottom right now?
Hey, he got fat. He got fat.
Miguel Rojas gets suspended for PEDs or whatever, and then all of a sudden Shohei is at the bottom of the sprint speed list. Coincidence?
Not a.
I think not.
Hold up. Minimum opportunity 0. I'm doing the StatCast search.
Take your time. I'll talk about some. Here.
He's not on here. Although he is. Stan's actually the 17th slowest so
okay.
far, and these numbers are fake. But dude, absolute narrative ball right here. Guess who the slowest runner in baseball is with actually one of the highest competitive run rates? He's a Seattle Mariner.
Josh Naylor.
Yes, Josh Naylor is the fattest man in baseball.
Let's go.
Followed
Let's go.
by Alejandro Kirk and Shohei Ohtani. Those are absolutely the three names I would expect to be on the sprint speed leaderboard. That's whack.
Right?
What the
Isn't
hell?
it?
Anyway.
Camilo Doval.
Camilo Doval threw in the Giants series. He's been throwing a lot. He's going to be essential. He's pretty settled as the setup man right now with Fernando Cruz being the fireman wherever he's needed type of guy. His movement, like if you go watch the Giants series, especially, like his movement is crazy. Like the sinkers
That
just like
one
drop
pitch he
off
threw,
the face
dude?
of the earth. But to note, that pitch would have been a ball. And
yet,
if he simply just didn't swing at any of those pitches, Camilo Doval would have walked him. So the command is still very bad. I don't know if it's ever going to be plus. I mean, like, you just got to hope that on any given day that he can throw it in the strike zone just to make people swing at it when he inevitably throws it out of the zone 3 out of 4 times. But he looks good. I mean, I'm not like saying this because he's been bad. Like, he's been good enough.
he looks good, and also like I don't know, like yeah, it's a ball when it hits the zone, but if every hitter thinks it's a strike before it hits the zone, they swing at it. Like,
Yeah.
like, dude, and obviously, it's a question of how long he can sustain this level of movement and things like that. But like, when he's on, I mean, this is some of the best stuff ever. Maybe I don't know. I couldn't look that up, but like, just eye testing it, like, I haven't seen a pitcher throw like that in my life. And dude, I say this all the time. Last year on the broadcast, he threw a sinker. Paul O'Neill said, "Whew, Michael, the game has passed me by." Like, I'm not the only one who sees this.
Yeah. I mean, they just move like crazy. I don't understand how it happens. And he's throwing 100. I think he'll be effective this year. Like, there's going to be a couple outings where he just doesn't have it.
Totally.
And whatever. You know, he actually has like the lowest. He has the lowest FIP in the American League right now.
Dude, because he's nasty. He's like that. He's
Yeah.
that guy. He's
So
him.
that's good.
Oh, also,
The other
Tim
bullpen,
Hill,
like,
my goat, looking good.
yeah, well, of course.
Just a
Tim Hill.
quick
Tim
shout
Hill
out.
is genuinely like one of my favorite Yankees ever.
Yeah.
Just because he's so funny. I was showing Ryan when Ryan and I were hanging out over the weekend. The year before the Yankees got him, he was on the Padres. They were genuinely making edits about how much they hated this motherfucker. They were making when the function got blown save edits with Tim Hill's face on it. And he was fucking it on a daily basis. Like I was scrolling through
It was so funny.
Shout out Hassan Kim Burner on TikTok. I was scrolling through this page like when Tim Hill was a Padre. Literally like every other day there'd be an edit like, "Oh, Tim Hill sucks, guys. Tim Hill blew it again." And then he went to the White Sox, literally the worst team in history, and got DFA'd by the worst team in history. And the Yankees picked him up, and he's been like elite. He's also getting like more strikeouts than he has. He's a 30% strikeout rate this year. Like what?
Really?
Tim Hill is 36 years old. He is, yeah. Tim Hill has a 30% strikeout rate and a 0% walk rate this year, and an 85% ground ball rate.
Okay. I do not have this information right now. Be on the lookout about a tweet about it for me. It feels like the Tim Hill strikeout stuff started a little bit in like the last driblets of last year. I don't know if I'm remembering that incorrectly. I'd have to look into that. So
I like that's I also feel that, but
be on the lookout
because
for a
I
tweet
looked at his
from me
2025
about
and his
that.
K rate was obviously in the second percentile.
Right.
He's not a strikeout
No,
guy.
I got to do some like
I have
Fangraphs
I have
splits
it in my
tool
mind that it also started last year, so we'll figure that out.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying Tim Hill's gonna be a 30% strikeout rate guy.
No.
But it's just hilarious that in his age 36 season, after he was like the worst pitcher in history, the Yankees still make him a demon.
He had a first percentile whiff and K rate in 2024.
Doesn't matter.
That's crazy,
bro.
dude.
Doesn't. But last year he had a second percentile.
100th
in both those,
percentile
which was
ground
awesome.
ball rates. This is my goat, dude. They got to put him in Monument Park.
What an ethical pitcher,
is
bro.
crazy.
What an absolutely ethical masterclass.
All right. Okay. Are we good on the positives from the first two series? So I can talk about something.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay. You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Get Paul Blackburn off this team now!
Yeah, he's not great. I'm not a huge fan of him. I mean, like he just doesn't do very much. Like he's a long relief guy, but they have Ryan Yarborough. He doesn't really do anything well. That's not an exaggeration. Like I literally don't think he does anything well.
Okay, I would like to talk about this. Shout out Ryan Garcia. He tweeted this, and I am now bringing it to you. Do you know Paul Blackburn's one pitch with a run value above 0 last year? And do you know its run value?
I mean, no.
I
mean, like maybe his sinker.
Ding, 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 ding. His sinker had a run value
Like a
of
1?
1.
I knew it, bro.
Spot
I'm a
on
fucking genius.
for my co-host today. And his sinker got worse. So from 2025 to 2026, his sinker IVB went from 7.1 to 12.5. So we were talking about it before. Like this, dude. I can't even talk about this. I get so mad. Like, because here we are, and here everyone is. Like, you got this article about Judge and Stanton and I think Belly or Goldie, whatever. Like they were talking to them at the end of the Giants series. Like, we got to finish this out. We got a chance to finish this out. Like, the one game at the end of the series is the difference in the division at the end of the year. Like, we got to do it. And then you're throwing Paul Blackburn out there in the 9th inning when you're coming off a rest day. Like, I'm not saying you got to throw Bednar out there, but like Blackburn, I would have rather watched Yarbrough close out that game. Like, that's just a ridiculous thing to do on game 4. And in the less than one calendar year after you lost the division to the Blue Jays by one game, you're throwing your worst reliever out there whose one trick he can't even do anymore.
Yeah, I just really didn't understand the move at all. Like, throwing him out in the 8th was offensive enough.
Yeah.
Like, Paul Blackburn should be exclusively for mop-up situations. And by some miracle, he didn't give up a run in the 8th. when I saw him coming back out for the ninth inning, I was just like, oh, I think I tweeted, I
Yeah.
was like, okay, so we're literally just throwing this game,
And
and we
why?
we actually did. Like, it was, I don't get it. Like, again, throwing Bednar on in a tie game, fourth game of the season in March, like, sure, maybe that's not the move. But we had to have had something better than fucking Ryan Yarbrough, and we do in the
Yeah.
minors. So, like, I don't understand why they gave him a major league deal. I think that was like, if Cashman's gonna have one blunder in off season, I'd rather it be this than like the fucking Marcus
Josh Donaldson.
Stroman deal
Yeah.
or something. But like, why the hell did we give him a guaranteed deal? We can develop like dog shit players into really good relievers. Like, we're not even gonna talk really about Jake Bird in this episode, but he's been amazing
dude.
so far.
Jake
Like, we
Bird
can
could
take
close that.
Yeah, totally.
Like,
And I don't know. It's just ridiculous. I don't understand what the plan was there. I haven't seen Boone comment on why he did that. Like,
I haven't
but there's really
either.
no excuse. They were just punting. Like, whatever. Literally the last 4 years we've had a heartbreaking extra innings loss in Seattle that's kept me up to 2 in the morning, literally. So at least we got it out of the way in the ninth inning instead of making me stay up late. So you know what? Thank you, Aaron Boone. Really wise decision making for my sleep schedule.
Yeah. And just going back to what I was saying before about the sinker. So his sinker, which in 2025 was kind of riding pretty low in the zone, is now just sitting right at the top. And it's not a good pitch. The stuff models don't like it. Like, it was a good pitch relative to his bad pitches. But so you're throwing a bad pitch at an easy, like, just a meatball at the top of the zone. Like, and anyways, whatever. Get him off the team. We're a week into the season and you got me stuttering. What are we doing? I'm gonna charge my
I think
medical
the only
bills to
other
Yankee Stadium.
Judge, we should mention real quick. It's not like we're not gonna make a think piece
No.
about this. Like, we're not concerned about Judge's overall season. He's been known to start slow in the past. He just is chasing a lot, and that'll get better as the season goes on, I'm sure.
And he's chasing at that one, like, and it was the same thing why he struggled in 2024. Like, every time he was striking out, it was bottom left corner slider, whatever, off speed. Like, he's doing the same thing. He's just reaching for that same pitch every single time, and it makes absolutely no sense. But again,
Aaron Judge, notable member of Ryan's fantasy team, whose team I am
the namesake
currently
of
turning
my
into
team,
paste.
bro. Ben Rice is like points mogging you right now. Wake up!
Yeah.
But before we move on to previewing, Ryan McMahon, my spring training MVP pick, is just getting worse and worse by the day.
That was one of the worst picks in history.
He is chasing, which was like the one thing he never did, and now he's doing it all of a sudden. Obviously, it's a week into the season. Also, hold on, I gotta look this up because the defense really has not looked good at all. Like,
He's made some blunders.
yeah, which is
Like, I
very
think
uncharacteristic of
overall,
him. Yeah,
maybe
dude,
was fine.
he has he's 8th percentile in fielding run value right now. He's 7th percentile in OAA. Like,
Well, okay, that's a little fake because it's a -1, and like most people are at
let me
0, but,
push
like,
my narratives, man.
I'm just, but yeah, it's bad. Like,
it's
it's because he fucked up that one play majorly, if you
I do,
remember,
yes.
and that gives you like a -1. But he hasn't done anything good to get it back to a 0 or anything like that, and all of his expected numbers are bad. His bat speed, oh my god,
Yeah.
it's awful right now.
Just for
Which,
reference,
as we talked about earlier, like, bat speed, small sample, not as real, but it does kind of say to me that he's just he has had not a lot of competitive swings in general, which from watching him seems about right.
yeah.
So he has a 243 OPS right now. That's not good.
His chase rate has gone from 25% in 2025 to 31.3 in 2026. So
Yeah.
stop that.
So, and he has one hit. He has one single.
Yeah. Stop that.
Good man, Ryan McMahon. He will be on the list soon of people we don't like. I mean, he is on the list of people we don't like right now. He'll be on the list of people we want to send to the Sun.
Yeah.
If he doesn't turn it around soon. So you're on notice, man.
You got like
Get it together.
You got like 1 week, man. Like the goodwill of opening day, like the excitement, you feel like Christmas, whatever, that's gone. I'm already pissed off again. Right the ship, my man.
Let's get to the next couple series here. We're not going to do a ton of preview just because we don't entirely know what's going to happen. We'll focus more on the Marlins than the A's, just because the A's, it's kind of unclear what's going on with them, and we don't know exactly who we'll be
Hmm.
facing. Today, though, we got Yuri Perez. If you don't know Yuri Perez, you're about to find out. We did face him last year, and he was pretty good. He was on my fantasy team then. He had a decent outing, I remember, but nothing crazy. His first start against the Rockies was pretty good, but Yuri Perez is kind of a demon. Like, he's 6'20" or something. He's
Yeah, he's huge.
massive, and he throws 100 with crazy extension. He's just he's a good guy. Like, he hasn't really put it all together yet. He gave up 3 runs to the Rockies, even though he went 7 innings and struck out a ton of guys. But he could be a problem today.
Yeah, he got a lot of really good. His command was spectacular. He didn't really. I think he walked like one guy, and he had a lot of strikeouts and a ton of whiffs. But the batted ball data was not good. Like almost half of the contact he gave up was hard contact, or actually more than half of the contact he gave up was hard contact. I'm sorry, and didn't really get a lot of ground balls. So in my head, this could go either way. It could very much be a situation where, and like home opener, April Yankees. Usually we're in a good spot with the offense. I'm not gonna stake my claim on that one, but I got a good feeling. But I don't know. I could totally see us going out there and just whiffing 30 times.
Yeah.
Like
Him getting like a 12 strikeout game is definitely not out of the realm of
10,
possibility.
10
But
strikeouts,
also,
4 earned
like,
runs.
yeah, I could see him giving up a couple
Mm-hmm.
bombs just because, like, he's 6'8". He throws one of the hardest fastballs in the majors, but if like anyone connects with that thing, it's going out. So
Ben
just gotta hope that we
Rose.
connect. I yeah, I can see a Ben Rice homer. I feel like this is the
Is
type
he
of
a
guy
righty
that
or a
Ben
lefty?
Rice can
Yeah,
smoke.
he's a righty. Oh,
Ben
dude.
Rice is so good against
Dude, he's
fastballs.
taking this shit 8,000 feet. Oh my god. A righty, hard throwing pitcher. Good night.
Yeah,
Good night.
Ben Rice owns fastballs, and that's Yuri's best pitch. Like Yuri is a little weird just because his off-speed stuff is good. He just, like, it varies very, very wildly in between
Hmm.
starts whether or not it's going to be effective or not. So if we get good off-speed Yuri, we're going to be having problems. If we get bad off-speed Yuri, like, we could knock him out by the third inning.
Yeah.
Chris Paddock, I think, is the oh sorry, he's gonna be third, but I mentioned him, so I'll just talk about it now. He's an innings eater. He's really bad. He's probably like arguably the worst starter in baseball. He just exists too because the Marlins need
This
a
is
pitcher.
who Max Fried is facing, by the way. So if we
Yeah,
I mean, if we lose that game, I'm just gonna. We probably shouldn't record an episode next week if we lose that game.
yeah, we will retire the podcast if we lose to Chris. If Chris Paddock, like he's gonna throw 6 scoreless innings now,
Yeah.
but he's really bad. We have Fried on the mound. We gotta win that
Yeah.
game.
Max Meyer versus Ryan Weathers is like the if man matchup.
Dude, I was about to say it's potential
Yeah,
man matchup.
yeah. Max Meyer actually finished with pretty horrible underlying numbers last year, but for a while, I think he was throwing some of like the best. I think it was like his changeup was the best pitch in
Yeah, it's his
baseball
changeup.
for a couple months there. So yeah, I think and obviously Ryan Weathers has been getting BAPIP'd around, but the stuff is still good, and the strikeout numbers are still there. So I'm really not worried. I'm hoping that this could be a sort of breakout game for Ryan Weathers where the defense is really I'm hoping for like a sub 200 batting average on balls in play game from Ryan Weathers today. That's what I'm sorry, tomorrow. And I'm going tomorrow. That's what I want. That's what I want to see in person from the bleachers.
Yeah, Ryan Weathers only went 4.1 innings in his debut, but he struck out 7 in those 4.1 innings. And I feel like if you watch the game, he looked good.
Yeah.
The one run he gave up was like a blue pit down the line by Cole Hitler
Mm-hmm.
Young. Like, that shit does not count even a little bit,
It
which
was
is why we're
it
actually
was a
6-0 and
broken
not
bat
5-1.
single. I just remembered that. It was a broken bat.
So yeah, I'm not buying that even a little bit. I do think Ryan Weathers will be better. His command was definitely off, but his stuff is so good, and it's not bad enough where I'm like super concerned. He didn't even walk that many people that game. How many people? He had a 7.2% walk rate, so he probably walked like one or two people that game at most. Sorry, I don't have the stat in front of me about how many exactly he walked. You know, Cam Schlittler hasn't walked a single
Yeah,
person so
dude,
far.
that's what I'm saying. Like the command is insane so far, and like I'm
Sorry, distracted.
obviously like the
Distracted.
pitching shape, whatever, is going to change throughout the season, but like that is so encouraging to see from the first few games of the year. I'm trying to
Yeah.
find.
Ryan Weathers, to note, had the largest arm drop, like arm angle drop in baseball over the offseason.
Really?
It dropped like nearly 10
Damn.
degrees. By far the lowest drop. And there's been a lot of studies about how lowering your arm angle can keep you healthy. Like you look at like Tim Hill, obviously like Tim Hill, and the Submariner Rogers clone. I'm not even gonna attempt to say which Roger that is. It's one of the
I think it's
Rogers.
Tyler.
Tyler,
Yeah.
sure, but maybe he is, maybe not. The one on the Blue Jays. Like these people never get hurt, and Skeens consciously said that he lowered his arm angle after his first season in order to stop getting injured. DeGrom last year lowered his arm angle, had his first healthy season in years. So he's Ryan Weathers has had a ton of injuries in his career. He's never thrown very many innings in a season. So not only is I think this an effectiveness thing, obviously lowering your arm slot makes you weirder, but I think this will definitely help him not get injured. You never know, like injuries are weird, like they could happen at any time to somebody who's never been injured in their life, or Ryan Weathers type players who have been injured all the time can pitch a full season. Like we saw Crochet like almost lead the league in innings last year. Baseball is weird,
Yeah.
but very excited for Ryan Weathers. It's cool that you get to see him in person. Ryan Weathers' home debut.
Very excited. Actually, I just went and looked this up. This will be an interesting matchup because so far, Miami's offense has struck out the second least in baseball, right above the Braves so far. And obviously, with
Braves cheating back on the menu.
it totally is, dude. Have you seen? Oh my god. Also, everybody's freaking out about like they're like, oh, the Braves are back. The Braves are back. They beat up on Reed Nelson last night, dude. Like, chill.
Ryan Nelson's good. He's a good pitcher. Their bullpen's bad though. They scored like 50 off the bullpen.
Yeah. Wow.
You would know
Nelson
because
is
Matt
good.
Olson on my fantasy team dropped 15 on your head. Yeah. I'm up by 120 on Ryan, by the way.
Dude, you got 30 points from Mike Trout right now. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, he's back. He's back. You see Matt.
I'm disbanding.
Calm down. Calm down.
Disbanding this podcast. No.
The A's are the series afterwards. We're probably gonna get Jacob Lopez, Aaron Savali, and Luis Severino as the three pitchers. Not confirmed yet. It's pretty far out. They haven't announced anything. Just some stuff to note. We're gonna go over this like relatively quickly. The A's, despite like being projected as one of the best offenses in baseball this year, have been literally the worst in baseball so far. Small sample size, that'll change. They've been the worst, even though Shea Langoliers is the league leader in home runs. He has like five right now.
Five and six.
So he's on a crazy run right now. But
Langoliers.
literally everyone else on the team is awful. Like Kurtz has been shit.
Kurtz has been really bad.
Rooker's been awful. I don't know what Jacob Wilson's been doing, but I haven't heard anything, so I assume it's nothing special.
I mean, I'm not sure. Let's see. Wait, what do you want? All right. You want to go like over under 750 OPS so far?
Under.
Way under 520.
Yeah. Are you kidding me? But we do get their two best pitchers, I would say. Jacob Lopez is like actually low-key pretty good. He's not like a stuff guy, but crafty lefty, but not like crafty lefty like Ryan Yarbrough, crafty lefty who actually pitches well and knows how to play baseball. His average exit velos and hard hit rates were pretty elite last year, and he had well above average strikeout numbers. We're gonna really need the lefty killers. We're gonna need Rosario, and I can't believe that Randall Grichuk is on this team.
Yeah.
We're gonna need Rosario and Grichuk to be good. I'm not expecting much out of Jazz or anybody. Maybe Judge will run into one. It's like soft tossing lefty. This Judge gotta take him deep here. Aaron Savali sucks. Not much more to say about that. He's not as bad as Chris Paddock, but he sucks. He's not good at baseball. He's another innings eater. And then Luis Severino has historically pitched very well relative to his Oakland numbers away from Sutter Park, but the Yanks have shelled him when they played him. Severino was a 15 ERA versus the Yankees in his career. So that's not good.
Did he face
I'm
us
not
when he
I'm
was on
not
the
worried
Mets?
about him. I don't think he did. I think he maybe one of those games is with the Mets.
Because I know
I
I know
remember the
we
A's
got to
last
him
year.
last year. Like they did one of
Yeah.
the like 6 home run games or whatever.
No, we've only done 2 games and one of them was in Oakland.
Oh, okay,
So
yeah.
he never faced us when he was on the
Hmm.
Mets.
Did we
But
bat
yeah,
him?
so
We batted him around when we were home, right?
yeah, that
Yeah.
was at
Yeah.
home. Obviously those numbers will probably go down. Like
Mhm.
I'm not expecting the Yankees to bat around again. Luis Severino is a good pitcher, but clearly the Yankees have something on him. Like their hitters see him
They
well.
did really well against a lot of former Yankee pitchers last year.
Yeah, they got the inside scoop.
Nestor.
We did everything for them, and then they betrayed us
Watching
by us not re-signing them.
watching them hit like 8 billion home runs off Nestor in his first appearance after giving up a grand slam to Freddie Freeman was slightly therapeutic. It did not.
Yeah,
it did not.
he was so
It
bad
did not
for us last
nearly.
year.
It did not nearly close the gap in trauma from what happened in October that year. But
You know Nestor's still a free agent?
good.
Nah, come on, man.
I have nightmares, dude. I straight
It's
up.
Boone's fault. It's not his fault.
You know what? You're so right. Boone went out there, took control of Nestor's
buddy.
body, and threw a meatball to a
Dude,
future Hall of
he
Famer.
threw Nestor Cortez after not throwing for a month against the fucking top of the Dodgers lineup in the World Series. Like, what were we expecting? We had Demon Tim Hill.
I
Demon
agree.
Tim
I
Hill
agree.
could have done
I
it.
agree. Whatever.
Whatever. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you, buddy. Fuck you, buddy. Sorry, we're on edge because
We're playing each other in fantasy right now.
He's on edge because I'm whooping him so bad in fantasy.
Yeah.
You know, Ryan got like 60 points from Alcantara this week, and the fucking corpse of Sandy Alcantara versus the White Sox and the Rockies, and I'm still beating him by more than 30%
Because you've
of
gotten
his
like
total
100 points from Trevor Rogers, and Nathan Eovaldi, who's like a good pitcher, suddenly just like can't throw the ball anymore.
My 37-year-old pitcher
Oh my God,
sucks
dude.
now.
My 40-year-old hitter gave me 40 points, and that is ethical.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I'm a highly
Do you have
ethical
anything
man.
else to say about real baseball?
No, I think we're good
Okay.
here. I think we've shown that we've lost it. But I'm excited for the Yankees. Can we get a prediction real quick of their record after these next 6 games?
Yeah. You know what? 11-1. I was gonna say 10-2. Keep it simple. There's gonna be a loss in there somewhere. There's absolutely no reason why we shouldn't sweep both of these teams. They're not good. I know the Marlins did whatever they did last year. That was just insane. It won't happen again, God willing. And
I'm gonna go 10-2 just because I think this Yuri start. I think Yuri will be good today, and I think Will Warren will kind of get luckballed around by some of these Marlins hitters.
okay.
So I'd say 10-2. I think I'd be very happy with 10-2. Like if
I
we
would-
go 5-1 again.
I'd be very happy with
I'd be
10-2.
very happy.
9-3. I might be a little upset if we lose.
Nah, I'd be fine with 9-3. If we go if we win both of these series
Yes.
and drop one game, like I'll be fine with
If
that. I just don't want to lose either.
That's
of
what I
these
was gonna say.
series.
If we win both of these series, 2-1, that's fine. Whatever. If we lose one of these series, I'm gonna be mad.
Yeah, there's really no reason. Like I'd be fine if we lose the Yuri Perez game. Fine. If we lose the Jacob Lopez game, like sure, whatever. Like the A's offense has to click eventually, but I don't know. I'm excited.
I'm very
Good
excited.
start to the year for the Yanks. I'm definitely looking forward to watching these next couple
Me
games.
too.
Looking forward to coming back next week when we inevitably go like 2-4 against some.
No,
and
come on.
Judge has struck
This
out
is-
like 10 more times.
This is April Yankees, baby. This isn't June.
Yeah, it's not June. You're right. We're going 11. In fact, Rob Manfred is personally going to step in, nullify the loss in Seattle, give us the win because of our expected win, because we deserve that win, and we are going to be 12-0.
Rob Manfred's gonna walk out on the podium and say, "Wow, guys, I just took a look at Paul Blackburn's Baseball Savant page. Not only do you get that one win back, you get one win to bank." That's what he's gonna say.
True,
because Paul
true.
Blackburn is that bad. And with that, we sign off. Please subscribe, like, download, share, or hate us. Leave hate comments. As we say every time, we're more likely to respond that way. Anyways, that's my dog. Say hi to Riley. Riley, you want to sign?
Hi, Riley.
You want to sign us off, Riley? Fuck Paul Blackburn. Thanks, Riley. Bye, everyone.
See you later, guys.